Join Mondo's Elite Notification Squad today if you like cookies more than asparagus.
Authors and artists work really hard on their stuff, so please support them using the links below.
What's up, everybody? A few days ago, I promised shoutouts to everybody who helped our friend Luis Bermudez, also known as the voice of Noob in Dragon Ball Infinity. So while you're at it, go follow him on Twitter as well. You can find that link in the description box, and for everybody that voted for him in the contest, I'd like to give shoutouts to Z-Stroid, DeadZone94, HZ, Cabba the Cabbage, M1 Stacks, Jacob Shelton and Kirby. Thanks for being part of the Mondo crew, Kirby. King Godly MC, and Court Jester SC46, who also has quite an ambitious crossover comic featuring Frank Ocean, Goku, and Cookie Cat. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description. And for everybody else that voted but didn't leave a comment, thank you as well. Now let's get back to the video. Bardock had begun training with his brother-in-arms, Papole. However, a recent vision of the future has left him shaken. As Papole continues to ask if he's okay, Bardock assures him that he is, only a bit dizzy. Not inquiring further, Bardock reaffirms that they must get back to training. There's only so much time that they have. But on the inside, Bardock can't help but fret that if things stay the way they are, if his vision proves correct, Papole will die. And he knows he cannot let that happen again. Not like his team, not like Kairu. If he can see the future, then he will change it. On S.H.I.E.L.D.'s ship, a soldier runs up to him with some urgent news. Giving him permission to speak, he informs him that they've lost communication with Toby and Gabella, stating that it's very possible that they've been killed. S.H.I.E.L.D. demands the subordinate elaborate further. While they have little information to go on, it seems that shortly after arriving on the planet, the scouter ceased transmitting. This sends S.H.I.E.L.D. into a rage, furiously wondering who could possibly be to blame, then barking to anybody within earshot that it was a mistake to send scouts, and he will deal with this situation on his own. His henchmen definitely don't argue the decision. Then S.H.I.E.L.D. commands a soldier to change course immediately. As S.H.I.E.L.D. has begun to close in on the Saiyans, our heroes continue their fierce training. A few days later, showcasing his gains, Bardock believes he's passed the test and should be strong enough to enter the next stage, telling him to gather his belongings as he wants to leave immediately. However, they once again catch a whiff of an oncoming power level, with Bardock saying it looks like they have more scouts after him, then soon realizes this one is much stronger than the last. Not S.H.I.E.L.D., but a new unnamed soldier lands not far away. He says aloud that he can't believe he's been tasked with such a bothersome assignment. The Frieza Force needs some serious maintenance, but resolves to just finish this quickly. Taking off, it's not long before he finds the offenders. Unlike the others, Bardock seems to recognize this one, who simply identifies himself as Scott, a special agent of the Frieza Force. Explaining that he was sent here on orders of extreme importance, he asks Papole what the meaning of this is, further inquiring if he's betrayed Lord Frieza. Without much else to say, Papole tells the soldier that he's learned the truth. Both Scott and Frieza have been lying to his face this entire time. Is that so? Shame. You always seemed rather intelligent to me. I don't think I need to explain why I've come here then. Prepare yourselves. Scott is an elite soldier that even surpasses the infamous Captain Ginyu in strength. He also acts as Commander-in-Chief for the Frieza Force and only enters the field for special missions. Scott can also be considered a direct representation of Frieza's ideology. His mere presence here shows how serious Frieza must be taking Bardock as a threat to his empire. Bardock, please let me fight him. Normally, this eagerness would delight Bardock, but after that vision, he's not so sure. Papole, you've grown immensely, but don't worry. Your training has given me the strength I need. I can't lose. Papole, do you actually believe you can win? Even jokes have their limits. However, Papole's confidence stands and promises to make him feel the pain of their fallen brothers. Then Frieza will be next. Reluctantly, Bardock gives him the go-ahead, but tells him that if he ever feels threatened, then he will intervene, to which Papole has no issue with. Facing off with the Frieza Force powerhouse, Scott mutters out, "So I guess you were serious then. Very well. If you really do wish to fight me, then you'll have to nurse your regrets in hell." Shattering yet another scouter, Papole confidently states that he doesn't intend to hold back, so Scott better give him everything he has. Pleasantly surprised, Scott admits that the Saiyan is much stronger than before. With Papole quickly showing his competence, Scott confesses that he underestimated him, promising now to give him his undivided attention. Oh dear, did I go too far? Papole. Now for that one. You're a new face, but by Frieza's command, you will die, Saiyan. Huh. If I were you, I wouldn't underestimate Papole. Look behind you. What? Walking away from the rubble, Papole is just fine. Though, even he himself is surprised at how durable he's become. Even taking a self-given compliment, to think he'd be able to go toe-to-toe with the commander himself. Though the thought of a Saiyan thinking himself as an equal enrages Scott. What's wrong? Is that your best, Papole? Ha! You can't match me, Saiyan monkey! Papole then focuses his mind. Given Scott's speed, he knows his eyes will only betray him in battle, instead choosing to take aim at his key signature. But since Frieza's forces are completely ignorant of these kind of tactics, Scott can only interpret this as a sign of weakness, almost as if he's praying to his god. Down and rattled, but not yet out, Scott explodes from the wreckage. You pushed me too far! I'll crush every last bone in your body! Anger won't win you this battle. Full power! No! As the ki blast engulfs Scott, Papole stops to catch his breath, as Bardock laughs out loud, congratulating Papole. Although this attack did not succeed in defeating Scott, it did succeed in breaking down his spirit, thinking to himself that this makes no sense. How can a mere Saiyan overpower him? Then shouting that he's the crown jewel of Lord Frieza's empire. This humiliation will not stand. Fool. Relying so much on his rage has made his attack simple and predictable. Be gone! Now with Scott seemingly defeated, Bardock rushes to Papole's side, once again telling him he's done well, and he's amazed that he was able to defeat Scott on his own. I have you to thank for that, my friend. Although, I have to admit, I've used up all my strength. Don't worry, you deserve a break. Defeating Frieza might be possible after all. So we've managed to avert Papole's death. The future can be changed. We'll rest first, then we'll hunt down Frieza. Although, this sounds good to Papole. Their plans will once again have to change due to some interference, as it looks like Frieza's cronies are arriving one after another. As Chill's forces move in, one of his henchmen requests permission to disembark, which is quickly granted, as Chill swears he'll make whoever this man is suffer for defying him. While Chilled makes his way closer, the Saiyans soon realize that this isn't just another soldier's ki they're feeling, wondering if it could even be Frieza himself. Bardock wisely tells Papole to stand down, as it's his turn to fight. But this concerns his comrade, who reminds Bardock that he's only one man. But he lets his friend know that he was fighting solo way before stumbling upon him anyway. He'll be fine. Chilled and his forces emerge from the ship, as Chilled himself grimaces at the world in front of him. Let's start searching for this disturbance.
Lord Chilled, there are two powerful entities in that direction.
Really? Let's go then. In only mere moments, Bardock will be forced to show the results of his labor. But will these elite Saiyans be enough to defeat Chilled? And has the future that Bardock predicted really been averted?